right, what is up, folks? And today, once again, welcome back to me, looking at what comes after a Python exercise. Going to be done in Codewars. Let's go. You're going to be given two inputs, a string of words and a letter. For each string, return the alphabetic character after every instance of the letter. So you're going to get a string. Let's simplify here. Let's just say you're going to get a string and a letter as arguments. And then for as you go through the string, return the alphabetic character after every instance of the letter you're given. Case insensitive. And this is important. If there's a number or punctuation or underscore following the letter, it should not be returned. So we're only going to return the alphabetic characters after the one we're seeking. So if we are given the letter R as an argument, and then we're given this string, we're going to return all the letters only, after the R. So looking at the R, here's an R, here's an E, here's an E, another E actually, and then an R, an N, and then an R and a U. And case insensitive, so the uppercase R is caught as well. So the arguments are going to be, let's say it's a string S and a letter L. We're going to go through the string S, really character by character, and find every instance of the letter L. And for every instance of the letter L, we're going to look at the character just after it. And if that character is a letter, we're going to add it to our return string, because you're going to return a string for the solution. So you see here, string, 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 string. So we're returning a string. And that is the exercise, folks. So I will dive into the code, get it rolling, get it going, get it crack-a-lacking. Let's get it. Excited to get in here and do the code, right? Yeah, sure. So this can actually break down to a one-liner, and I'm just gonna do it. And see, it's hard to explain the one-liner as you're doing it, but I'm gonna do this thing in pieces. So I'm gonna do list comprehension here only because I want to make this a one-liner. If I wasn't going to do this as a one-liner, there'd be no reason to make a list here, because we're taking in a string and we're returning a string. The only reason I'm doing a list is so I can do it in one line. There probably is another way to do it without creating a list and doing a one-liner. I don't know how to do it, so let me know how to do it if you know how to do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop through the original string, and the original string is ST. Loop through the original string, and this is important. I'm going to loop through, and I'm going to loop through not all the way to the end of the string. I'm going to loop to the second to last character. I'm going to do the second to last character because as I loop for each character, I'm going to be looking ahead one character, because the point of this exercise is I'm going to loop through looking for a certain letter, and if I find that certain letter, I'm going to look at the number next to it, meaning one ahead, and see if the character is a letter. If it is, I'm going to grab it and put it into a string. To be able to always look one ahead, you have to stop looping one behind the end. Because let's say I looped all the way to the end and I tried to look ahead one character. Well, one character ahead is past the end of the string. I am out of bounds or whatnot, and it ain't gonna work. So there's your explanation. If you can get that in an abstract way. So that's the reason for the loop boundary. And I'm going to make an if statement that says if the current character, and I have to make this case insensitive, if the current character equals the character or the letter that I'm looking for, this is current character, I'm making it lower, I'm making both of these lower so that it's case insensitive. So if the current character equals the letter that I'm looking for, the letter that I'm looking for is L, specified in the argument. If it is, then, well, actually, it's one more thing. If it is that letter, and if the character that's ahead one index is a letter, that's the next important consideration. And what? Oh, how did I get all the way out there? That's amazing. If the character one ahead is a letter, then it's okay. It's got to be the same as L, and it's got to be a letter. If it is, I'm going to add it to my list. There we go. And so I'm doing the list comprehension. Then I'm putting the list comprehension inside of join, which is going to turn the list of characters into a string. And I'm going to join it with no spaces. And that is the solution. Let's go. All right. That's the solution. And coming down here, hit my button. That looks good. That looks great. And I was even going to say great before I saw it here. So that is amazing timing. Yeah, it's great. Alrighty, folks. There's my solution. And I'm sticking to it. One-liner for what comes after Python exercise and Codewars. And that's it, folks. I'm good and you're good, so you're going to see me and hear me later on. Arrivederci. Good night. Good morning. See ya. See me. Bye.